Cheers, guys. Let's get this finished here. Their Pokemon battle deck. So all we need to do is make sure we have our up, which is on this side, and then this is up. Yeah, so we're going to turn this way. We're going to measure. I see a lot of different ways of doing it, but pretty much they're 5.5, and I'm only going to do it with 2. So typically that means that I'm going to do it 1.5 on each side. 1.5. I'm not really, I'm lining this up in the center where I want it. Other than that, I'm not really measuring this. I'm measuring this, okay? Oh, I dropped something. Okay, so let's see here. Get it to the center. You can put clips on if you want, just so it doesn't shift around, because some of these are very thick and we're going to be pushing very hard. Okay, get an awl. You really need an awl for making these kind of tide journals. You will hurt yourself if you try to jab a needle through. Okay, so we got that one. Let's straighten it out again because I moved it and I was pushing it. Make sure I got that in there. Yeah. So I think 1.5 works pretty good. If you had a small piece that you needed to catch, you'd have to figure out how far in you'd have to go on the top and the bottom to catch that. Okay, just about. There it comes. There we go. See how it's shifting? I'm just gonna keep it together. Stay together, buddies. Okay. When we're doing this one, we gotta make sure we have our hole in the middle of the fold. Okay, so now we need our big needle, and I'm just using my hemp cord. I guess I'll use gray this time. And you don't need a lot on this one because we're only doing 2. We're only doing, we're not doing the 3, we're doing 2. Pretty much it's just the size of your journal. That'll help you decide that. Do it at an angle and see if we can get it in there. So I think I'm pretty much done my cutting out for the elements on the inside. And for saving time, so this is our up. I cut the, or I tied the other ones. Look at that, totally shifted over. That's not where I want that. That is not gonna work. Every time, I tell you, every time. Let's try that again. See if I can get it in the right spot. There, that's better. That's where you need to be, buddy. You don't need to be drifting over. Get a hold of it. Stick it back in that hole. That's where it needs to be. Got to be difficult. It's got to be difficult. So make sure our up is up. And we'll go in here. You kind of have to make your holes big enough in the paper because the needle doesn't want to go through otherwise. I never see the color of the thread when I tied it, so very simple journal here. So let's just bring it down to make it smaller. Our extra can be going into where we just want to straighten it out. Can go into a tag later if we wanted. And I really like using this. I always say it because I don't know if anybody is watching other videos. Hemp cord does not seem to pull loose as easy as some of the other ones. I don't like how loose that is just because I said that. There you go. Let's try to get that tighter. It's gonna make an X. Stick your finger on it. And then get the other one around. That's better. That's what I like about tied is you can, if you want to change them, you can change them after. Not like glued ones, and I started out making glued ones. So there we go, we have a journal. Okay, so this is going to go under the weight. See it? I already tied the other ones to save time. I finished this one too, so put that away. Once it's done in the weight, I gotta put it away. Okay, so this is the other one that we finished tying. I don't know how many times I've glued that. I think what's happened is I'm trying to glue it too tight. We gotta glue it where it's gonna fold. We gotta glue it where it's opened. All right, let's do that again. And then we get do the fun part finally of decorating it. So you're just gonna have it open and then we're gonna push it down. Let it have a fold so that it's not pulling when I open it, coming apart again. Okay, so now I was gonna show you this. If you look at a Pokemon, oops, I gotta get rid of this. If you look at a Pokemon card, this is what I absolutely love about working on these Pokemons, is the artwork is so cool. So I fussy cutted some Pokemons. I think I can show you. I think I have a larger one here somewhere. Where are you? I found a couple in my book that I cut all my pieces out of. Where are you now? These are all my elements that I cut out. Where are you at? These are parts of one. Oh, there it is. So this is what a Pokemon card looks like. Look at the amazing depth of the artwork. It's so good. This one too. And the colors and everything are so neat. So I hope I didn't lose the other part that was supposed to go with this. I think I did. Anyways, so what we're gonna do This will learn to go flat as I keep it under. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to find some depth. This is the fun part about putting the journal together. So we need to find some depth for our decorations. And the way you can do that is get yourself a square. Let's just take out parts that aren't going to be useful. So I think the way that I would do this is I would make it this way. So let's take it out that way. If you cut yourself a little square, try to do a better job than I did. I think I broke it. I didn't even get to use it and I already broken. But yeah, these are super fun to make, because what we're trying to do is we are trying to get that depth. Okay, and I think I can do it up here as well. This is exactly, because I had a whole bunch of cards here that were my son's and I was admiring them, and what I noticed is they have this cool look. That's what they look like. Let's get this part of this. Let's go all the way down actually. Look at how cool that looks. Love it, love it, love it. So that's all that I would suggest, is to go through all of your books and try to find things that are a really cool depth. A depth look like this is so amazing. That's what we need for these Pokemon cards to sit on, that I fussy cutted it out. Isn't that neat? So you can turn it whichever way you want. Okay, I think there's a little bit more here that I would want. That's so cool too. Okay, so I think I have lots of elements, so let's move on, because it's going to take a while to fill up these journals. All right, so we're going to start with this one. And remember, we gave ourselves a heavy one over the beginning, and I painted and painted and painted and painted. And now we are ready to decorate. Still doesn't want to close, does it? Okay. How do we do this? Number one, I do not start on the first page. I don't know why, it makes me nervous. So just grab a page and let's put some stuff on it. I really like this blue. Let's put this blue on it. And now we can decide, we've got some writing space over here. Do we want to leave some writing space over here? I should have some little bits of paper that I could add here to add some more writing space on the top or on the bottom. I think more likely on the bottom, in case the person wants to write a bit more. Let's put that on there. How's my lines today? How's my lines today? Am I shaky or not? Let's just get this on here. That's what the music notes and the cat journal pages are for, is just to give us a blank page. Okay, so now let's put our blue on here. Which way do we want that blue to be? I would love to have this up here. Isn't that amazing? It says happiness up there. That's so perfect. So we want to come right about here, right to the end there. Straighten that out. Totally wouldn't know that this is a dress. Let's put that in. I think this is the funnest. This is the funnest part of journaling for me because I'm not an artist. I can't paint. And I absolutely love recycling. So now we've got that in there. There's some fussy cutted little elements in here. See, we've got this guy. He doesn't quite fit. We've got so many fussy cutted ones out. Look at this beautiful pink one. Because what happens is they're going to be in the card. That one's going to take away. I just need a nice, oh, there he is. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Doesn't that give him an amazing, let's put him on the angle, and it looks like he's causing that air to flow. I'm going to have to get something to put myself things on. I'm going to get glue on my table. So we don't have to put them straight, we can put them on an angle. And we don't even have to keep them on there. Let's put them up a little bit. Let's put them way up. And now we need our paper. His foot's gonna come off. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so we might come back to this. We might have a word we want to add, but let's continue on. Grab another page. So this is their directions. This is their directions. And this. So we're not going to get involved in these pages. We're going to let those pages stay the way they are. But that's what this cat journal is for. It is for decorating. And remember, I've got to remind myself that I do want to put pockets in here so that if they have a card, they can put the card into a pocket. How's my talking today? You know, I make so many mistakes, and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna post it because I just made a mistake. And I'm like, you know what? People who watch me are smart, and it's kind of like charades talk. Okay, let me see if I can lift that up. It's not easy with bears and art glitter. Usually don't let you move it. Okay, so I have some brown ones in here somewhere. This one. What about if he goes in there? He's pretty cute. And then let's just put him in there. I mean, you can hum and haw and try to figure out what to put, or you can just put it on. We've got a lot of elements, and we've got 3 journals to do, so. So we've got a bit of a tassel there. Let's just put him right in the center. Alright, so now I wanted to put a pocket, and I kept these because I really like, these are El Cheapo dollar store. I think this one is good. Oh man, that one's good too. I wonder if I have one that has a bit of a red tinge then. These are nice and thick for starting to repeat, I think. I don't think I have a red. I think this is the reddest. Man, this is always happening, isn't it? That is a bit red, okay. So I want this to help me become a pocket. I should have put him up higher. You know what? I think I'm going to add more. I'm going to add more of this. And then I'll be able to put the pocket in. Let's do it like that. Straight, please, scissors. And then we can just put a pocket on there. I just kind of want it to line up with the one up on top. We came pretty close to the edge of that page. Okay. Now let's add our pocket here. What we're gonna do, I'm just gonna cut this. We can't get too close to the middle there because this is kind of a harder paper. But we can trim it down in a bit. There we go. And I just have to decide which way we want it. I think I like it like that. I'm just gonna take it right. There we go. Now we have a little bit of a pocket and we got this little guy there. We just need this here so that it will give us just a tiny bit of space there so we can fit something into that pocket. So let's just see if what I think I can get fitting into there. So this is the size of a Pokemon card. Yes, it will work. Okay, so there we go. That's what I wanted. And now we can fill this side. And we're going to make it feel heavier because both sides is going to have paper on it, okay? So I have these cool informations that talk about what they do, which I think would be super awesome in this. It's a little bit of an educational thing. We need to take it really down close. Let's get our I'm going to take it even closer. That's better. It's just a little bit of details about this card, which I think would be pretty helpful. Because I think that's the trick to winning the game, is knowing what the power of all these cards are. Okay, that is very cool. And just so we can keep the strength going, let's add a little one down here. These are super cheap at the dollar store, and definitely fun to have. I don't know why I didn't use them before. So we're just going to add a pocket right here. I don't think we'll lose anything on the bottom there. I'll take it in a little bit. That way we're not losing any of that card. We got to get it to close to the edge this time. I said close to the edge. I don't listen to myself. I'm going to take it down to the bottom. Come on. Oh my gosh. Can you get in there? There we go. So what did I do with my card? Yep. I may as well keep this out so I can keep practicing and keep checking. All right, so now let's see. So it's talking about the different cards in your deck and stuff. And this one's already ready to be a pocket because this is the heavier one. And we wanted that heavier one just for making these pockets. Could make a pocket with it, or we could make a belly band. So I don't think I can fit two in. We could try. We could try. They're going to be close together. We really need it the size of this. Let's get it straight. And then let's do 2 of them. I'm just going to figure out how low this top one has to go. Pretty low. I'm just going to give myself a little line here. You cannot go any higher than this. I like these heavier papers because you don't have to take any time to reinforce them. There you are. So you seen where our line was? We need that to go on that line. Stay in there. You stay in there. Okay. Now we can add the next one, and this one can go right down to the bottom. And then we should be able to find a word that's going to go on, because you got this, or another small cutout. I should have a word. Hey. I don't have a lot of time with this glue. Can't be fiddling around with stuff. Too much. You just need a small bit of that. That is super cool. Okay, so let's try to find a word, because I have words cut out here. They're all different colors. So I have a whole bunch of Pokémons. I think we need to differentiate that one spot there. You know what we could do is we could differentiate it with the white marker. They blend together so well. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, I think a white marker is kind of one of those must-haves, and they do have them at the dollar store. Okay, this is I think from a different store, but it's still good. So what did I do with my little piece that I wanted to glue in there? It was so small. It's not on there. I don't know what I did with it. I think I have another one. I have a number of them actually. How about this one? It's a different color. That's okay. Isn't this fun? Isn't this so fun? I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. And then I have these. These have to go on the bottom. These have to go on the bottom. I have a crazy pink one. This one is a white one. I don't think you fit on there. What about this one? That one looks cool, doesn't it? I think that one looks cool on there. How about, will he interfere too much with the sliding up and down? I want it to last a long time. Your little ear is gonna stick out, my friend. This one says let's get started. That might work because it's just step 1. Yeah, let's do that. We're on step 1 here of the directions on a battle. Should we put the let's get started up here or down here? Down here, I think. Just not sure if I'm on the screen. I love it. I love the colors on this. Yeah, so I have all kinds of things that I cut out. Anything that's not one has to go, 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 go. Anyone that is not one has to go away. Oh, there's that Pokemon that I was looking for. Don't shock it. I might come back because I want to put something up here on the top, but I just haven't seen anything that I like yet. And as I go through the other pages, I'll probably find what I'm looking for this piece here. Oh, I have a really small one. Where is that one? I've just remembered. So I don't need this. I don't need this. Now I know what I'm looking for. Come up here. That's a little bit more complicated. I'm not ready to do that one yet. I need to deal with these first. There, this one. I wanted this one, or I wanted the dice. I cut up the dice. There you are. Come here. I should have cut up some more dice because apparently there's a lot of rolling the dice for this game. Yeah, let's put that up there. There's that's how we decided on my son's last Pokemon card. We had 2 choices for the newest cards, and to pick the package that was black or white. Isn't that fun? Okay, so now we have this side, and we have one of these that would fit perfect in there. don't even have to do anything else. Just put this in there. That's actually a heavy one too. Okay, we've got 2 pockets on that side. We'll take a look at it first. Oops, we got our ups right. Everything is up, 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 up. Stay up, people. Yeah, I don't think I want to do anything else with that. I think that's fine the way it is. So even when we have a plain page, you can still add something. Like, this is something from the cutout, so this means something. This TCC cards. I have no idea what TCC stands for, but let's just add it. Since I cut it out, let's put this down here. Okay. I have the power of the Pokémon too. I think that would go cool right there. If you fit, honey, if you fit. Not quite. How about this one? This one kind of matches with that. Super fun cutting these little things out. Let's just drop her in the center. No idea what it is. We have so many things that I cut out. I love it so much. Love it, love it, love it. So we have a lot of elements to get in here still. There's a little one. No idea what else to put in here. The other thing, the other ones that I got that were kind of textury, this is a sweater, and this is the back of a TV. Isn't that cool? We got to use that. So let's use that right here. Looks like the back of a TV. That's what I mean by I really enjoy the art of the Pokemon. If you look, the art of the Pokemon, so cool. So let's put this in here. So we're making, it's kind of like space, I think. It's kind of like sci-fi. I don't know, it's pretty cool though. So we can put this any which way we want. Do it this way. This is not the back of a TV. This is our element, our environment. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of, we don't actually have a place for writing here, so let's add that. Let's add that down here. I'm gonna go right to here. Come on. And then we just need to shorten, get it a little bit shorter. Got things on my arm here. I'm sweating. It's so hot, man. Come on. So you have a little bit of writing spot here. That's what the cat journal pages are for, cat manual. And now let's put our cool element on there. How about the white one? Or this flying one? Or this green one? I'm like this pink one. It's so hard to decide. How about this one? Yeah, that one. I'm laughing here to myself, last. I'm losing my mind. This is so fun. Getting glue on that. So let's just get him in here. Looks like he's got a looks like he's got a gun he's shooting there. I gotta get that glue off that one. All right. So do we need a word in there, or is that okay the way it is? Isn't that super cool? How about if we put that would dominate down here? I don't know if it would. I don't know the value of that. What is it? A crab or a lobster? Let's put that on there. Anyways, I think we're getting really long here, and I'm having a blast. And I still have 3 more to go. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to, on one of the journals, do all of these on different pages. And it's just a questionnaire. Oh, there's 6 of them. I think that would be awesome. Okay, but I wanted you to see how fun it is to put these journals together. So I have this whole side. And we probably have, look, oh, I wanted to show you one more. I'll show you one more and then I'll move on. I will carry on. I don't need to video the whole thing. It's way too long. Where is that one? Okay, where are you? Just because I want to show it to you. First of all, this is cool water. That's amazing too. And this is another part of something, but look at how cool that would be. I have a large one here. Oh yeah, I wanted to take my time and do some coloring in here, because that's how some of them look. I don't have an example here, but some of the backgrounds look really, really intricate, and they have different colors in the background. So I thought, you know what, if I colored that, that would be a really cool background. Same with this. This is also amazing depth to add some color and then put an element onto it. Maybe not that one, maybe this one, for example. I'm still not seeing the one I wanted to see. How did I lose that? I also have this sky, which will be perfect. I also have this one, which is a leopard. There's two ladies sitting here, and one of them is in purple hue, and the other one is in this leopard pants. But I think that would be a fabulous element to turn it around which way you want, and add, and you could even add this one. Add a Pikachu to it. See what I mean? But I still don't see. Oh, and then I just had this one too that I want to color. And then use that. See if you see how busy the cards are. You can't be too busy for a Pokemon card. And then this one too, because if you notice, some of the Pokemons, some of them, they have a bright light shining in it. This has got a bright light shining, so I think that would be awesome to have that in there like that. Okay, but I still don't see the other one that I was going to show you. That is so weird. Anyways, I've got a lot of work to do to get this done, but it's just going to be so fun, and I can't wait to see the end result. Oh, there it is. Look at this one. That one is going to be so awesome because it's got the light. See, I even cut this, but I'm not worried about that. It's got the background light that we're looking for. And then we can just add our Pokemon. We can turn this right around so that it's no longer an eye, for example, this way. And have that on the page. But I have other ones too. This one might look super good in there, wouldn't it? Just be amazing. Right? Anyways, almost an hour. Gotta let you go. I'll be here playing with my elements, having a blast. But we have to add our own composition stuff, I think, to these, just to make it more fun, more interesting, more layers. It's all good, because look at how beautiful the card arts are. I'm never gonna be able to get that complicated. Who knows how long they spent making these amazing cards. But I absolutely love that part of Pokemon. Look at that. Look at this background. This one. Look at that background. So cool. Okay guys, thanks for watching.